much Aaron Rodgers is going to miss Davante Adams. I guess the question today is, how much do we think Davante Adams is going to miss Aaron Rodgers?
Listen, I think he'll miss him because I think their chemistry was unique. I mean, I would argue, maybe as good as anyone in recent memory between quarterback and receiver. So many off kind of scheduled plays where they were able to connect, and I think that will be different. I had to laugh. That's the first time I heard that sound. There were a few quarterbacks between Stabler and Gannon.
Yes.
And so I think Davante's doing what a lot of wide receivers do, and that's pump up the guy that's throwing him the football. Look, Derek Carr has been a really good quarterback. If he put another 8 years together with his same exact stats, is he a Hall of Famer? No, not close. But this is a guy that in 2016 received MVP votes. Like, he is a really good player. I think the way he led through adversity last year was extremely impressive. And with the addition of Adams, and Josh McDaniels, quite frankly, I expect to see a better version of Derek Carr for the next 8 years.
Me too. I agree with multiple things you just said. Among them, in between Ken Stabler and Rich Gannon, Jim Plunkett won 2 Super Bowls as the quarterback of the Raiders, but that's neither here nor there. So how about it? Hall of Famer to Hall of Famer. How did you hear what he said there?
I think similar to what Tim said, he's just trying to pump up a friend. He has a Hall of Fame friend in Derek Carr, a Hall of Fame leader like we saw last year, but he's not even close to what Aaron Rodgers is. And when he gets double teamed this year, he's simply not going to get the ball, which wasn't always the case in Green Bay. So I don't think he's going to have the production, and there's going to be a big adjustment for Davante Adams this year.
Yeah, I think that's fair. But Graziano, it does feel to me as though he's not going to be Aaron Rodgers because no one is Aaron Rodgers. Right. But I believe Derek Carr has shown signs that he can be good enough, maybe more than good enough, to win big with the right pieces, with the right coach, and more. I know I'm just basing that on a belief, and he's going to have to prove it in order for it to be proven.
The story of last year's Raiders is one of overcoming, right? Derek Carr and that group overcame a lot that went wrong around them last year, made it to the playoffs. And they were toe-to-toe with the Bengals in that game.
Absolutely.
So Derek Carr threw an interception, and the Bengals won it. So, can he get over that hump? His career has been a steady incline. I mean, he's better than he used to be, and I think he's accomplished more than I think maybe some people gave him credit for going into last year. Davante Adams is going to make him better. It's that simple. I think having him on your team is going to make you better as a quarterback, and we'll see if but he's got a long way to go before we're talking about, can he win the big one?
Let me get Sacho in here quickly, Mike, too. Sacho, how about it? How about Davante Adams? Does he, in the short run, wind up missing his old buddy?
Yeah, he'll definitely miss Aaron Rodgers, but I think in the long run, he made the wise decision. Aaron Rodgers might be there for a year, maybe 2, where Derek Carr, he's got another 5, 10, who knows how many years left in his career. And so this year, he will miss Aaron Rodgers because of the connection that Hasselbeck just mentioned, right? That chemistry. But I think he can build that same chemistry or similar chemistry over the next several years with Derek Carr as his quarterback.
All right, we will wait and see. Again, I know I'm putting a lot of eggs in that basket out there in Vegas, but I liked a lot of things I saw last season, and I like the addition of Josh McDaniels almost as much as I like the acquisition of Davante Adams. In the meantime, speaking of another quarterback, I want you to hear the reaction from the Bills Mafia when Josh Allen was welcomed to training camp. Listen. The enthusiasm is off the charts, and anyone who's on social media knows hashtags Bills Mafia. That's a vocal group, and they're excited about their guy, and there's reason to be. So as we were kicking around stuff yesterday, I found myself wanting to ask the question, has Josh Allen now vaulted into a place where if you are starting an NFL franchise with one guy, he has to be someone you at least consider? Would he be the guy that you actually take? Tim Hasselbeck, is that a bridge too far?
No. In fact, I think I would take him. Look, it'd be very easy to say, listen, I'm going to take Patrick Mahomes instead. And I think that in many ways, you're not wrong saying that. I don't think you're wrong saying it would be Josh Allen. Josh Allen's command at the line of scrimmage, I don't think gets enough credit. The stuff he does pre-snap that we've lauded great quarterbacks for doing in the past. He's remarkable at that. He maybe has the best arm in football. And as a runner, I'm not really sure that there's another equal at the position as a runner. And so, when you look at everything that he has done, and quite honestly will continue to do, I'm not sure that it's easy to find somebody that's actually better than him.
Yeah, I think that's Hasselbeck. I think that Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes, Mike T, are the only reasonable answers here. Which one do you take?
I think Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert has done more with less in his first 2 years. Below average offensive line, and he's only going to get better and better now that they have Rashawn Slater from Northwestern,
yes,
Zion Johnson. He is a superstar to me that has absolutely no ceiling. And while I like Josh Allen a lot, my only concern is he has been hit 751 times since 2018, and I'm not sure that's sustainable. Patrick Mahomes is there as well. I just like Herbert's ceiling slightly more than Mahomes.
What do you think of that?
I thought I was a big Justin Herbert fan until I met Mike Tanner.
Me too.
I really think he's great, and I think he's going to be great.
I don't love anything like he loves Justin Herbert.
Right. Get you somebody that feels the way that Mike feels about Justin Herbert.
Right.
I think that's good advice for all of our viewers. Look, he hasn't done it yet, right? I mean, we've seen the performance, we haven't seen the accomplishment. I would go with Patrick Mahomes. He's still 26. Right? And we've seen that he can win the Super Bowl. We've seen that he can perform at this level and deliver team success as well. We haven't seen it with Justin Herbert. I'm not saying he won't. I'm not saying he can't. Haven't seen it. So I think, these are all good answers. My answer is Mahomes, and I think it's kind of easy.
I considered Tom Brady for this, then I realized he probably only has 7 or 8 more good years left.
So you wouldn't.
I actually think I'm going to go with Allen, and it was to me it was as close as could possibly be. I love Justin Herbert too, but you need to see it for him first. I think I would go with Allen by an eyelash over Mahomes. But what I do think is important to point out is that both of them, and Tim, I'm going to give you the final word on this, are extraordinary organizational success stories. Neither one of these guys were drafted with guarantees of being what they are. They both had extraordinary raw ability, and through outstanding coaching and development in every single way, they've now emerged as the 2 top guys in the sport, Tim, and I think that is a lesson for every NFL franchise.
Yeah, Greeny, I would agree with that. First, I would say Mike T likes ice cream more than he likes Justin Herbert. I just want to get that out of the way.
I don't know, man.
I'll also say this. I think when you look at guys in ability as passers, their size, their speed, I mean, and some of this had to be projected. You're right. For Josh Allen, coming out of Wyoming. Even for Justin Herbert coming out of Oregon. And then you watch him, have a long run in the Rose Bowl and you think, there are tools there. And I think when you look at physical ability matched with, what you can see from what they've done on the field and kind of where the arrow is pointing, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, and Justin Herbert, I do believe are in a class of their own.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would have gotten it wrong, particularly with Josh Allen. A lot of people would have put too much on his